So, let's talk about zebra finches and birds' morning songs. So, a researcher out of Korea, Satoshi Kojima, apologies if I got that name wrong, been doing some experimentation with some lab zebra finches to understand why birds sing so much in the morning, or at least so much more than what they do during the rest of the day. So Satoshi, and I'm assuming his team, had some lab-bred zebra finches. These lab finches that he had were under very strict light control, so he could create an artificial sunrise with them. And of course these birds mimicked birds in the nature, that when the sun rose, or the artificial sun rose, or light increased with these ones, their songs were quite intense, and then they would die down and their songs would change throughout the morning, or artificial morning, and then remain more or less constant. So then what his team did is they extended the artificial night by 3 hours. And what they found was the zebra finches woke up at their normal time, but they suppressed their morning songs until such time that the artificial sun rose. But the interesting thing is that because they had waited 3 hours for the sun to come up, their singing was much more intense. Kind of like absinthe makes the heart grow warmer. In this instance, they had some pent up singing, and they let it out and sung to their heart's content. Then what they did is they made the artificial sun rise 3 hours earlier. And what they found was the birds would still sing, but not quite as intensely as what they normally would in the morning. And then, these poor little finches, some of the finches were given a melatonin suppressant. Melatonin, for those people that don't know, I do because I've taken melatonin to help me sleep, helps regulate your sleep cycles. And so some of the finches were given melatonin suppressants, the other ones were given just saline. So it was a bit of a, so the birds, well, I guess they could measure what happened between nothing and something. And what they found, they gave these birds this, I think it was somewhere 3 or 4 hours, might have been 5 hours before their normal singing time. And what they found was there was singing, but it was nowhere near as energetic. So, what do we know from this? Well, at least for zebra finches, the sun rising determines the singing time, and that the energy to sing builds up the more the later the sun comes out. There was some inference in the article that I read about this, which was New Scientist, that a couple of things was that this applied to all bird species, but there was also some conjecture about that from other researchers. And also that the reason why they sing so energetically in the morning, and we've all seen it, doesn't matter where you are in the world, birds always sing more energetically in the morning, is that it helps, for want of better words, gets their vocal cords ready for the rest of the day. Again, there were some opponents to this, as stated in New Scientist magazine, but that was the theory given by Satoshi Kojima. Either which way, it's kind of interesting. And it goes to show that the morning song is completely dependent on the sunrise, which I guess is no surprise. To me, what the surprise is, if you delay the sun rising, the birds are so eager that they sing louder. That's the interesting takeaway from it for me. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this little Geek on a Bike section. The road that you're seeing here is a road heading towards Wodonga from Cancoban. Cancoban is a town at the base of Murray 1 and Murray 2 power station run by the Snowy Hydro Scheme, and also happens to be on the way to Thredbo, which is where I spent the night. So thanks for listening. If you like this, please hit a like, subscribe. This is probably the first video in this series, and I'd like it to be more. So add a comment, tell me what you think, if the audio's bad, if the video doesn't look good, subject's boring. I plan to cover everything from biology to maths to physics to astronomy, any science that you can think of, health, psychology even. So give us a like, add a comment if there's any comments or topics you'd like me to cover, and hit a subscribe. I believe YouTube doesn't allow any true monetization or anything of any videos until at least 1,000 subscribers, and this will be, well, see if you can be the first. And if you're not the first, see if you can be the 10th, or see if you can be the 100th, or wait for a prime number to come up. That's always fun. And see if you can beat a prime number. Alright, thanks everyone. Have a great day.